What is a posting trot? Today we're going to go over that. So the key information that I'll be sharing is what is a posting trot, how to post, and what is the correct way to post. Quick disclaimer. I'm not your trainer, I'm not a trainer, and I do not know your horse. If you are struggling still after this video, please talk to your trainer. They are there to help you. A posting trot is the movement of up and down during a horse's trot to help them move more freely and to help the horse be more relaxed during the trot. Continuing on with how to post, we're going to start with the correct position. You should be able to draw a line down from your head to your hips and to your heels, and it should be a straight line. When you look down, you should not be able to see your foot in front of you. It should be behind. Continuing with the leg, you should be using the inner part of the side of your leg to push you up. You should be able to have no stirrups, no reins, and be able to post just using your leg, no hands. Like your hands could be all the way out to the side, and you want to continue post following the movement with your horse. To accomplish the no posting without hands and without stirrups, you have to have a good core. Core is what lifts you up when you're in the saddle, and you should not be flopping or bending your back when you're posting. It should be very straight back, shoulders back, chest out, and you're lifting yourself up with your leg and your core. A good way to check if you have the correct foot position is standing up in your saddle and holding it until you fall forward or fall back. If you fall forward, that means that your leg's too far back and is causing you to slip forward. If you're falling back, that means that your leg's too far in front of you and that you're slipping backwards. You should be able to stand up nice and tall in your stirrups and be able to sit there for a good amount of time without falling back or forward. After you get that down, you want to know how to release. The release is the movement with your body. When you're going forward, your hands should be going forward, following the horse's movement, adding a release at the trot. When you go down, it's the same thing. You're just pulling back, and then when you go up again, it's release. Down, pressure, up, release, and you should be following the movement all the way through your arms, reaching your hands, and that movement up and down is the release at the trot. Last but not least, the correct way to post. Examples will be shown at the end. I have talked about moving with your horse at the trot. This is coming through the hips, so when your horse is going forward and trotting, your body should be following their movement and their pace through the hips, and you should be controlling the speed with your legs. The reason why many people tell you to slow down a trot when a horse is picking up pace is because the horse is also following your pace. Your movement is influencing how the horse is going to move. You guys should be at a correct pace, but both of you should be in sync and keeping that pace. During a trot, it's not just an up and down movement. Think of it as a up forward movement. Up forward. So you're not standing all the way up in the saddle. You are not doing that. You're going forward with your body, lifting up, giving it release off the back and off the kidneys and all, but then coming back down, not fully up. While it's different for each individual discipline, it's common in the English disciplines for wanting the pace of your horse to be the pace you would go at the jump. So fast enough where you have to half halt, and you have to actually have the impulsion to jump at a trot. So it has to be a pretty good pace where you can half halt and you don't want to be pushing them forward for each step. The last thing you will need to know for a correct posting trot is the diagonals. First off, what is a diagonal? A diagonal is the movement between the legs when a horse is trotting. So if they're on the right diagonal, their right front leg and their left back leg is moving at the same time, creating a diagonal. And same thing for the left diagonal, just the opposite legs. I'm going to point out gaited horses have different movements. When it comes to diagonals, I'm not going to go over their movements because it's not as common. When trotting, you're supposed to be rising whenever the outside leg is forward. So that means that you're going to be on the correct diagonal whenever that leg is forward and you're rising up to the trot. It makes it easier for the horse to trot, and it makes it easier for movement to occur. The whole entire process of following your movements with the horses is hard. Each horse is different. Some horses are smoother, others have a bounce, bouncier trot, some are more particular. It comes with practice with your horse and following those correct movements. Next up, I'm going to show you examples from when I was younger and did not know how to posting trot correctly, and showing examples now when I now know how to posting trot, and still my posting trot's not perfect. No one's perfect, and there's still a lot to improve on.